And joining us now is Cedar Valley Today reporter Calyn Thompson to take a look at the psychology behind anonymous social networking.
Thanks, Alyssa. Colleges and universities nationwide are changing the social media world with anonymous social networks and confession pages. Some may wonder, how do these pages remain anonymous? The answer is simple. People send in their comments and confessions to the page administrators, who have complete control about what can and cannot be seen.
You can't help but jump to your phone whenever you hear it go off. A mentioned tweet on Twitter, a liked picture on Instagram, or even a snapped back reply on Snapchat. People crave the feeling of being wanted, being noticed, and being replied to. But why do they turn to something so impersonal as social networks to satisfy those needs and desires?
If you're checking how many likes you have to a posting or to a picture that you've put on, and if that's, I think people automatically, that helps them to feel good.
But what happens when one of the notifications you received wasn't another like or a new follower? What if it was an anonymous post about you? Anonymous social networks, such as Yik Yak and confession pages on Twitter and Facebook, have been buzzing around small private colleges and large state universities alike. Wartburg College is no stranger to this trend. Night Snaps on Facebook has 1,072 people who have liked the page. Wartburg Confessions on Twitter had over 750 followers before the account was deactivated earlier this week.
People hide behind anonymity, and so that's an easy thing to do. And I don't know that people, if their identity were revealed, would they say those things? No, which I think is not fair.
Newsom says social networks are like highlight reels. People only post what they want other people to see. But unfortunately, people don't get to choose what goes on these anonymous pages.
You don't have any control over these kinds of sites, what people put out there, especially if it's about you.
When it comes to control, some students are finding that moments considered private could easily become public. One person's biggest secret or embarrassing night out is another person's guilty pleasure or entertainment.
But the biggest thing is to remember that, what you're sending out there, even though it feels impersonal, when you're doing it, because it's going to another device or out in cyberspace, but it's about a person.
Why do you think people are participating in these college confessions pages?
Well, Alyssa, there's just simply a loss of empathy. People aren't thinking about it when they're pressing the send button.
Okay.